This is a CRM video. So there may be some situations where you've just purchased Flobot, you have an existing client base, but it may come from disparate sources like paper, Excel sheets. You might not have all the information to give us for when we upload your customer database into Flobot. Now it's a good time to clean up all the data that you have so that you have the correct telephone numbers, you have the correct email addresses, the correct names and the correct physical addresses so that your engineers can go out and perform the jobs that they need to. And to do this, we will upload what we can and then rely on you to make sure that the data is correct. So in this example here, we have uploaded some contact database from Xero, but not all of the information is correct. So I'm flicking between the twos here. This one is the Xero database and it has account numbers in. It doesn't have any order numbers in and some of the data is wrong. And here are some examples of the data that we have already put in, which we have cleaned up, and now we can use this data to schedule people. So I want to get one from the other. So I can see that I've got two lists, but imagine I have a name and I want to search for someone to see if they're in one list or the other. So to do that, if it's someone who is actually in the Flobot database, I can just type the name in this case Adam. We know now that he is in the Flobot database. If I type in a name that isn't in that database, it won't pop up with anything. So therefore I know that that is now in the Xero database. So to find that person in the Xero database, I just type in the prefix CAN. This helps me find the accounts, and I can see that these are all now listed here. So I can type one in, but I'll just pick it in here, and it's now going to pull that data out of the Xero database. And I will click into that and I have an account, but I don't necessarily have all the correct details on it, or it seems I haven't anyway. So I've got an account. Am I happy with all that data? Not particularly. I'm going to adjust it, and that was rather quick, so I'll show you how I did that. I've pulled up the account up here, account overview. I click the edit account button and then I can change the data to ensure that I have the correct one. And I want to fill in as much detail in here as I can. And if I fill in more detail, I can find more when I come to schedule it. So SW6, I know that's a Fulham postcode. It might be different zip codes, etc., etc. Account manager, who are we going to assign this person to? We don't have to do all of these ones, but as long as we have this basic detail in, Flobot will allow us to then make an order so that we can send someone off to do this job. Display invoice address, site address, so on and so forth, extra contacts, and then we're going to just save that. Now I have this, I might want to actually make a job for this person, and by doing that I will take it out of the Xero database and I'll put it into the Flobot database. So I'm going to go to jobs or orders, it might be called, depending on what you've called it. I go up to the three little cabinets and I go to add a new site and create a new order. Now you can see that this is the account details, so this is where the bill's going to go, the invoice is going to be sent to, but here is where I want the actual job doing. In this particular case they're going to be the same, so I've got the details I want. What type of job is it? Well, in this particular instance it's going to be maintenance. I can put some more notes in here if I want to, and now I convert that to an order, and here we have Adam here. So now that I can type Adam in, we can see that we have now got two Adams in, Adam Mitchell and Adam Blasky. Both of them are now in the Flobot database, and we need to keep repeating this until we have got all the correct data that we want. Then we can manipulate the data and make those people appear in the schedule, etc. And then if we want to, we can delete all the other emails that we don't want all the other contacts rather in accounts that aren't going to be needed. But it's really essential that we get the correct data right at the start. It makes life so much easier. That's the end of this video.